Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the launch ceremony for Oman Cancer Association's new mobile mammography unit. My name is Basma Zajali, and I'll be your MC this morning. We'd like to thank you all for joining us on this momentous occasion to celebrate an accomplishment of OCA's social responsibility efforts. We are proud of having supported the Oman Cancer Association on various projects, such as creating an archiving system, sponsoring the annual walkathons, and renting the Dar al-Hanan villas. Hopefully our work together does not end here. Breast cancer is ranked as one of the major types of cancer among the diagnosed female cancer cases in the Sultanate. The mammography unit was purchased by OCA to help reach more women across the Sultanate of all nationalities, and to spread wider awareness for early detection of breast cancer. Before we begin, I'd like to remind you all to please keep your face masks covered fully on your face at all times. And before we begin, I'd also like to everyone follow a safety induction given by our HSE supervisor, Ali Habs.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ali Habsi, working for Health, Safety and Environment Department. I'm very pleased to give you a quick introduction about the safety measures in this building. We don't have today any drill, so if we hear any alarm or siren, you'll be escorted to the assembly point. The evacuation measures will keep maintaining the social distance. So please, we have the emergency exit here, and we have another exit, so we'll be very fine to escort you to the safe area. Lavatories are located on the west side of the building, and medical care also is provided in the building if it requires. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ali, for your time and for reminding us about the importance of social distancing and staying safe in these times. Now, I'd like to invite our very own General Manager, Steve Kelly, to say a few words.
Honorable Youth, Dr. Wahid, Sada wa Sayyidat, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's a pleasure to welcome you here for a number of reasons. We've had very few opportunities to get people together in person this extraordinary year that we're all going through. We are excited to launch the Oman Cancer Association Mobile Mammography Unit in a year in which everybody's health has been right at the forefront of everything that we do. We've all become very preoccupied with the coronavirus. Well, one of its most insidious effects is the impact that it's having on other healthcare issues. So that's why it's especially a pleasure for us to be supportive and announce and introduce this fantastic initiative. We expect this to reach wide segments of society all over the Sultanate in the direction and in the detection and the prevention of breast cancer. OCA Oman, through its ongoing collaboration with the Oman Cancer Association, we seek to raise awareness and knowledge throughout the community about beneficial healthcare practices and the importance of preventive measures. Our partnership with the OCA has contributed to the emergence of many projects. Basma mentioned a few of them that serve cancer patients throughout the Sultanate and creating a positive impact on healthcare of local communities. I'm not going to repeat all the wonderful work that Basma mentioned, but it's been my pleasure in the time that I've been here just over 4 years now to have visited your facilities and seen the fantastic work that the Oman Cancer Association does. So it really is an honour for us to continue to support. And this particular initiative, of course, is extremely important in getting the message of preventive care out as far as and wide as possible throughout the Sultanate. So your great strides in promoting awareness of preventive care throughout the Sultanate are very much appreciated. We hope to continue our partnership to find additional projects, new projects that we can continue this incredibly important work. So thank you very much, and welcome back to OCA after a very long time. Thank you. Shukran.
Thank you very much, Steve, for your words and for being with us here today. I'd also like to invite one of our guests, Dr. Wahid Al-Kharousi, the President of Oman Cancer Association, to say a few words.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil mursaleen. Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. My friends, General Manager Steve, the other gentleman who is very close and who has been working with us for many years, Mr. Saif Al-Usaidi, the other vice presidents who are here, my colleagues who are board members, and also the Bureau of Oman Cancer Association, and last but not least, as I say, وختامه مسك, Madam Honorary Yusuf Ruwahi, who is the founder of the Oman Cancer Association. And ladies and gentlemen at the back, it is a privilege for me to stand here and talking to you today on behalf of the board of OCA and also members of the Oman Cancer Association. I don't want to tell stories, but at one time I will have to, in my opinion. I have specifically asked Honorary Yusuf to come here because the mobile mammography unit was her idea. And she decided that instead of the women going to the mammogram should go to the women. And it took her, for the first car, 5 years to raise money. And we inaugurated it in November 2009. And since then, we have done over 24,000 ladies over 40 years of age, of which more than 1,000 have been suspected and have had cancer. A number of people had supported us in those 5 years. Somebody asked me, how many years between the first and the second mammogram unit? I said, it's 11 years. Why 11 years? I said, because at that time we did not need it. The car was still a young lady, but now it's an old man. And going right around the country, especially the hills between Thamret and Salalah, has created a lot of problems for the car. And therefore, we need to change the car. But thanks to Occidental, and I'm very proud of the people, all of you who stood by us, instead of taking 5 years to get a second car, it took the approval only 3 years, 3 months. From the time we put a request to Occidental to the time we got approval to buy the car, and they will pay for it totally. As the only sponsor, it took 3 months. So it was a great relief for us. And now we are going to have 2 mammography units serving the community here in Oman. The mammogram just doesn't do, the MMU just doesn't do mammography. It does also awareness, and it keeps the community that are involved with them to understand about cancer. Not only breast cancer, we talk about all cancers, and we distribute information through pamphlets for all cancers. So we are very grateful. This is on the part of the MMU. Occidental has stood with us for every request to support the community here in Oman, and especially the cancer community or cancer patients and their families. They are fully supporting us with the Dar al-Hanan. This is towards the community. They are supporting us for everything to do with human resource development, from developing advocates to leadership, to nutrition, to spirituality for the palliative care, and whatever is required, Occidental is always there to support the community. And this is very exemplary. And in my opinion, working for cancer 20 years now, and being a relative of a 4-time cancer survivor, I appreciate that very much. And I cannot thank enough. There is no words to thank you people who are working in Occidental and who are supporting the Oman Cancer Association. The CAR has made a paradigm change in the management of breast cancer in Oman. As once Dr. Basim told me, the head of the National Oncology Center, that since the mammogram came, the number of pre-stage 1 and stage 1 has changed compared to those that were before the Oman Cancer Association. Breast cancer was being seen in the hospitals, only 85% of them stage 3 and 4. With this CAR, the breast cancer has been seen to drop from stage 3 and 4 to pre-stage 1 and stage 1. And of course, the difference between these two is between the earth and the sky. Because number one, if you get cancer at the beginning, you can treat it and cure it totally. And they're doing a great job, our doctors and our oncology centers. At the same time, it is impacting positively to the GDP of the country. Because stage 1 or pre-stage 1 costs the government of Oman around 8,000 riyals. Stage 3 and stage 4, it costs the government between 160 to 180,000 riyals. Let alone the impact on the patient herself and how she suffers. Let alone about the family of that patient. If a mother is not at home, the main pillar of the family has gone. And this we have to bear in mind, that we are not just serving the patient, we are serving, and it is very important. And this is why we are very, very grateful for all what Oxy is doing to Oman. We see the young children in Dar al-Hanan, how they used to be coming to the hospital because they were not brought by their family, because of the challenges and the dilemmas the family had. Yet now they come, they stay in Dar al-Hanan, and most of them get treated and get better and go back to normal life. While before Dar al-Hanan, those children would not have been able to do so. I'm not going to say survive, because survival is in the hands of God. But they would not have been what they are now after they've been given the chance to be properly attended to. And this is the most important thing that I want to bring forward to your work, the work you are doing to support cancer and support the cancer people. Yesterday, I was in a Zoom call with a combined GCC meeting, and they were talking about the role of NGOs. And they were surprised the amount of work that OCA is doing to the community. And I was very proud from the question that had been asked and the discussion that went on afterwards. And we could not do that. OCA could not do that. It is people like you who are supporting us, and international companies, corporate and private, and philanthropists who are supporting us. So finally, I say thank you all. Thank you to the management, and thank you specifically to the number of ladies who are working with you, who have been very patient with us. Specifically, when this car should have been inaugurated end of March, but thanks to, or not thanks, but because of Corona, everything has been delayed. The company was temporarily shut down because of Corona, and some of their staff went, so they are working at 50% of the staff, and that's the delay. But we thank you because none of you have put pressure on OCA to ask us, why is it delayed? Other companies probably would have put a lot of pressure on us, but you are very patient, very quiet, and that is the quality of the people we are dealing with. And we thank you all for that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Wahid, for your wonderful words and for giving us what I'd say is a historical background on the MMU. We will now move on to giving you all a tour of the mammogram unit, which will take place outdoors. Before we do, let's allow a few minutes for the press and photographers to exit first. Please note that up to a maximum of 3 to 4 people are allowed to be inside the unit at each time. Don't forget to maintain social distance inside the unit and outside the unit at all times. And please use the sanitizer stations provided as you enter and exit the unit. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us, and we hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Hello everyone, welcome Hello, everyone. Welcome to TTV Live. This is Madiha, live from Occidental in Al Ghubra. We are here to attend the launch of the second mobile mammography unit that has been launched by the Oman Cancer Association in the country. Now, this mammography unit is going to be free. It is going to offer free clinical trials for breast examination at their headquarters, which is in Al Ghubra. In addition to that, immediate referral to specialist care and as well as walk-in facility will be provided by Oman Cancer Association. Now, talking about this MMU, you heard earlier from Dr. Wahid Al Kharousi, who's the president of Oman Cancer Association, that it took only 3 months to get the second truck, which is going to go across the country for the examination of breast cancer or any other required need. And he said that the first MMU was actually launched in 2009, and since then they have done about 24,000 testing on women, and out of 24,000, 1,400 were potential case of cancer. He also mentioned earlier that with the help of this MMU in the country, the number of cancer patients that has been diagnosed has come down, and he's hoping that with this second truck it's going to go down further. So we'll just waiting for Dr. Wahid Al Kharousi and our esteemed guests to come in so that we can show you the new truck that has been inaugurated today, thanks to OCA Oman. we have come to the live for now. We'll give you more details as you'll be logging at 2 p.m. for midday update, where I'll be giving you more details of this MMU. Stay tuned and keep watching TTV.